Pass? Is it? You say pass, and then the next person bids.
So let's take a turn for negative news, because I'm talking and that's my role on the show. It's to bring everyone down.
Yay.
Probably you've heard about this if you're on social media, that there's a Tennessee bill that would allow adoption and foster care agencies to discriminate against same-sex couples because that's what their religion tells them to.
Sure.
So the group that's pushing for this wants to, quote, bring back God to America. Because evidently they think that.
When did he leave?
Oh,
I was going to say, when did people in the United States stop having religions?
I know he's not powerful enough to infiltrate schools.
Yep.
Right.
If you don't let them in.
Yeah.
It's like vampires. You have to invite them in.
Right.
Oh, wait.
Or all schools have like iron chariots in them or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would be. Yeah, actually, you know what? If there's ever a deliberately secular school founded with donations from a non-believer or whatever, they should have a fountain out front with an iron chariot.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Yeah. There you go. Rich atheist person, do that.
Whoever you are.
Whoever you are,
yours.
gather together, start a GoFundMe.
Someone with more money than common sense. Go for it.
So the bill is linked, unsurprisingly, to the Congressional Prayer Caucus.
God.
Well, the Congressional Prayer Caucus Foundation's drive.
Right.
So it's the Project Blitz, basically, is at it
Ratchet
again.
keeps clicking.
Yeah, don't forget that while the federal legislature does nothing and there's conflict and you can't get anything through the Senate without consensus, that your state legislatures are still doing a whole bunch of shit. So pay attention.
I feel like that's a running theme now.
Yeah, and vote.
Yeah.
Twice.
Vote for whatever. What is it? There was some
I'm
candidate.
from Chicago. What am I going to say?
Vote.
Don't take legal advice from this podcast.
Yeah. Don't the ACA does not. The statements made by Phil Ferguson do not necessarily represent the position.
I like it. Not necessarily.
Yeah. Well, I'm
I'm
sure
not
you'll
saying
say
it's
something
aliens,
else.
but
You're welcome for the opening arguments.
Just look into it. Yeah. The Opening Arguments is a great podcast.
Yeah.
You should. But so similar adoption legislation has been passed in Kansas and Oklahoma.
Right.
It was modeled after Virginia's law. Sorry, I'm reminding myself because these are everywhere. Sure, it's a chore. Look it up. Vote. If you're in Chicago, your dead uncle may not be dead yet. He can vote twice or whatever. Email Phil Ferguson. He will tell you how to vote more than once.
oh my.
So the thing that's sort of nefarious about this and is interesting because I know people that are otherwise moderate Christians, but that are sort of like, oh, well, we don't really know about families and raising kids and there should be more research, that kind of excuse, is that it doesn't just apply to adoptions. It's child placing agencies, which encompasses foster care, adoptions, group homes, basically all your CPS stuff, child protective services.
Right.
Really?
Yeah. But
foster care is already a bit of a nightmare as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be clear, I mean the agencies that place those, not necessarily your government. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, those need more funding and more
Oversight.
Yeah.
oversight and more options as well.
Yeah.
And to not be
Narrowing
held
the pool
hostage.
is
So step up, Christians, and adopt. You're so pro-life, adopt.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, that's one of the things that's interesting is that the evangelical and Christian nationalist push is like, have as many kids as you can so that we can vote. Is a thing that they say at summer camps, not making that up.
equivocal.
Well, there's that as well.
Yeah.
I think there's some religious argument for why you should.
I think the quiverful is about kind of archaic, making sure that we have more people in our tribe than the next tribe.
Indeed.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone did the math, and if you can have 12 kids, and those 12 kids can have 12 kids, and if you
have
generate
144 kids.
that's gross.
That's a lot of diapers.
Pretty gross.
I was at work and someone was talking about their kid. I'm like, gross. Kids.
Man, call me when they're a full-sized human. Yeah, so the thing that is objectionable to me, as always, is that there's taxpayer dollars that are involved because they're child care agencies are ostensibly contractors for all of this. I don't know. I mean, this is one of those stories where we're informing the audience, but we are all on the same page that this is bad. So
Are we?
I don't know, Phil, and our resident, Jesus's advocate. Here
Yes.
we go.
Devil's advocate?
Yeah.
I have nothing good to say about states getting in on this and denying the rights of same-sex couples. It's amazing if there is a parent or two parents that want to make a child's life better. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Right.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, but what religion are they?
Yeah.
That's what really matters.
Yeah, and it's whittling away because it's gay parents here, and then if gay parents can't raise a child properly, atheist parents can't raise a child properly,
course.
and
Right. Muslim
parents and Jewish
Right.
parents, and then
Well-
Catholic parents, we can't do that.
Yeah. I mean, your religion has been used to justify all of those.
Exactly.
So
And
we
then
gotta fight it every step.
yeah, and then also, are those black parents actually good at raising kids would come up as well. But,
Well, apparently the Supreme Court would say that you pointing out that religion is used as a bludgeon is way too aggressive.
Yeah.
oh, yeah, no,
Hater.
I don't want to be.
Just pointing out the obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are called blasphemy laws.
Well, we've got the right Supreme Court to invent them.
Yay. Oh wait. Boo.
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 Strong emotion of agreement with whatever you said. Yeah, it really is just, yeah. What
What can you do?
Yeah.
I also think that is
Resist.
bad.
Yes.
What we need to do, I think,
Great.
is L.A., New York, maybe Chicago. We create a system where 10% of the people leave those three big cities and redistribute themselves in North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Colorado, just enough to tip the scales. in
And
each
then
one of
have
those
as
states.
many kids as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least one.
That's the problem is we don't have secular zealots that will dedicate their entire lives and efforts.
Yeah.
Well, this is a disadvantage.
Yeah,
I-
you don't have secular liberals trying to procreate as many kids out in the world as possible to indoctrinate them with you know, lefty ideas.
We don't have
so
people
they can
having voting
turn the tide.
machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would work possibly if North Dakota would start selling chai lattes, but without that, I don't think it's.
Ooh, I love a
You're
good
never
chai
getting it.
latte.
Yeah.
It's not
Right around
gonna work.
Christmas
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
That's like
And
the only
pumpkin,
time that I
pumpkin spice latte.
But does your chai latte cup say Jesus on it? Because otherwise, religious oppression.
I love to go to a
Make it at
coffee shop, and
home.
when they ask your name, I say Beelzebub. Just
What?
and like I can't read that out loud. And I go, "You're gonna," because that's my coffee order. Beelzebub,
I was gonna say, can I get Satan, please?
the Lucifer. That's the light bringer. What the hell? It's nothing wrong with that.
My Lord Lucifer.
El Satan, actually.
Statan? Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Staton? I thought it was Satan. I don't know.
There's a vegan dish that is called seitan.
That makes perfect sense to
Yeah.
me. Because I think El Satan is just the opposer, the opposition, the thing that you're supposed to overcome. And vegan food definitely feels like that anytime I have to eat it.